Hello, hello, hello. It is I, Alu. Let me get other things up because I will need them. Okay, I'm gonna try a new. Hang on, let me triple. Whoop, whoop, bap. There we go. Thank you for the bits, kill. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. But hello, I am doing something a little different. New music for now. We're gonna try it. I seems like it's okay. It's like lo-fi remixed Nintendo. It seems. So we're gonna give that a shot and see how that goes. But otherwise, we're gonna try kind of like doodling. I don't know how else to describe it. So I think with Pokemon Z going around, I think more of the like every time like the Pokemon games like come out, honestly, I feel like people start talking about their kind of hello Pancake, how are you doing? Start talking about kind of like their like you just get the conversation like, I would be like a poison type gym or whatever. And I think a lot of the theming kind of gets lost in the sauce. I'm Goob. Happy you're Goob. A lot of the theming I think gets lost in the sauce. And I think sometimes people are like, oh, you're like blah blah blah. Yeah. I think people just like sorting people into like little categories because it's easy for the brain. But I was thinking, at least for like terrible doodle reasons. Hang on, let me get my keyboard out of here. I don't super need this immediately, so I'm sure it's fine. But oh wait, hang on. I know what to do. Give me 2 seconds. What? There we go. That's a little better. Um, we can at least like fake design a theme or an idea of one. I thought would be cool, or at least something to do. I feel like people don't really think of me as like anything Pokemon interested. Like I haven't streamed anything like that. I don't really talk about Pokemon at all. But I do feel like I have like a small interest in Pokemon. Like a lot of my early, I guess like my. I think it might have been my intro to anime technically, because I don't think it was Yu-Gi-Oh. I think it was Pokemon before that, and then I think it was Yu-Gi-Oh, if I'm remembering correctly. Um, yeah, that sounds right. So, I mean, I've kind of been in for the long haul. I've been a lot less into it post like XY, honestly. Um, so a lot of the new Pokemon, I just may not know. So some of this might be, unfortunately, speculation, or I'm gonna have to look up stuff, which is very, might happen. And we just gotta accept that. But I thought for theme stuff, we can just. I mean, I think my little guy stuff. That is not even like a little synced. It's too. Don't worry. I'm not. It's too late. But for that, it's too much stabilization. We gotta go lower for theme stuff. So I'm thinking right off the bat, and I try to brainstorm a little bit in my head, so this was go completely blind. I like little guys, right? And like, how do we incorporate little guys? So, like, Joltik. What do you look like, friend? Can I draw a Joltik? Maybe. Oh no, that doesn't look right. Doesn't look right at all. Wait, maybe. He's got little nubbies. It's mostly his face that I don't really understand how it work. Like that. little guy. That looks pretty close. That can't be right. Little guys. And my idea was just like, how do I get little guys to be like thematic, right? And the initial thought was like, oh, if like everything was like tiny, right? Like if the door was tiny, like imagine like a funhouse situation where like a funhouse mirror kind of like makes you look different. But I thought that would be like a little too pocket niched into like funhouse clown like ghost type or psychic type even, that if that makes sense. So I try to like avoid that. So my thought is, if we had a little guy, it's like, what do little guys do? Well, they just like waddle around. Why is the stabilization still too bad? Anyway, but just little houses almost, right? In the foreground to make them look bigger. So I thought, at least from mine, we could have it be like a little fake village or like city, basically, and then have that be the arena where the little Pokemon fight. So it'd make them look like little kaiju. I guess I don't like Applin that much. I'm trying to think of like a dragon type I actually care about. I don't think there is one. Hang on, I gotta check this. Hang on. I guess we can write that. There we go. Let me just check something. I don't think I care about any dragon. Hang on. Dragon. We might get a lot of things here. There's like a pencil sharpener guy that I don't hate. Hang on. Dragon type Pokemon. How long is this list? Oh, I guess I... Oh yeah, Gudra's a dragon. I forgot that. Latios, Latios. Gibble? Gibble's kind of stupid looking. We could maybe rock with a Gibble. Hang on. Can I... If I had to gibble it up, it's like habab, 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 habab. This is just gonna be like the dumbest, like not quite right Pokemon, and I'm just like here for it, you know? That's just how it has to be. Habab. Oh god, no. I already see the errors that Here's the thing. I don't think I'm ever really gonna I think it's part of the art situation. And I'm not even like, I'm so out of practice too, but I don't think I'm ever gonna enjoy what I do in like a no criticism kind of way. So I think it's fine just to kind of be critical and not really love it, but still want to do it, if that makes sense. Kind of has to though, because otherwise, like, I'm just never gonna do it, you know? Oh god, his arms cannot be that heavy. I like this little guy. It's coming together. Oh god, what's his stupid little leg doing? Oh no. Oh no. Well, he does kind of look like a little freak, and I think that's pretty on brand for him. He's little dude. It's a little dude. My thought is that, like, out of all the little morons, right? I think this is like the closest to a dragon that like I cared about ever. I think in the anime, oh god, his ass was not this big. It was like that maybe. Oh, it might be too late. Well, this is what he looks like now. Little guy. Angry. No. I'm just trying to think of like a dragon dumpy this. God, you could hear him coming from a mile off. Oh yeah, there's the Tetsugiri. There's like the little fish guy who's a dragon. I forgot about that. And they're on like a bed of rice, almost like a little sushi. I forgot about that guy. Yeah, I feel like the only dragon I ever cared about was the Applin branch, because they turned into little apple pie guys. That's so cute. There's a little apple pie man. I think that's a little too off though, so I don't know that we can go with him. Yeah, we might just have to stick with this guy and work backwards. What that little dumpy do? Hang on, he packing. Nah. So my idea was that we just had also I gotta look at what Joltik looks like. I think what the issue is, the body is not that big. Because this is definitely off. I think at most we're gonna do like, hang on, where's like watercolor? That'll give like roughly the vibe I'm looking for. Yeah, it should be fine. But like, oh god, that is too big of a brush. But something like this, where it's like really rough coloring, as if it was like a marker in a coloring book, I think. Let me actually do that. I'm also realizing I'm like doing this on a layer I should not do this on. little guys. So my concept is just like little guys and like how to incorporate them. So I think what the biggest challenge immediately in my brain was like, how do I... What do they have for gyms? Is it like... God, it's been so long since I've done this, of like on a building like this. Is that right? That feels right. So I remember like the old ones would kind of look like this. Like you'd rock up to Misty's and it kind of look almost like uninspired. I don't know how else to put it. And I don't think that's where we can be at. Do you? This might be might be a long shot. Do you get the idea though, where like you're in? Also, I might have to like zoom in to get the most out of my space, but this is fine. The idea of like you're in like a cockpit, right? And you have like a little, oh, like a. I'm trying to think of what how to describe this. Just like an airplane cockpit where just like buttons here, and then like a whole roof of buttons, just like, you know what I mean? And then like they got all the little doops and dangles and beep-bops and lights, gauges. Just like figure out where we're going and doing little switches in here. And I think the idea, maybe it's too in my brain close to like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Kaiba situation where he's got the little control panels. Well, my thought is that like you could almost be in like a Pacific Rim type mech suit, random buttons that you exactly, you just like things are going off. Like, what's a spiral button even do? You know, we're like the do not press button with like that's in a little sheet. Exactly, Pink. Exactly. You get it. The big handles or whatever. Maybe even like a joystick just to mess with somebody, you know? I don't know what like a control knob looks like anymore. It's been a while since I've like looked inside of a plane. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like that. That kind of looks peen shaped though. We'll see. But you get the idea, right? Of like this is like almost like faux glass. So part of me thinks it needs to be like head shaped, like the building, to be like a kite, like a Pacific Rim like helmet. Although I don't know how else I would like portray like a broken city as like a building without it being like a OSHA hazard. And I don't think Pokemon's particularly concerned with being like a hazard to anybody, to be fair. They give children the ability to like kill a man at 12, right? So I don't know that that's like the main issue. Maybe like, God, it's been so long since I've drawn anything. But like, hang on. And then like, and then beautiful. This is not at all what I intended. Where it's got like the, I guess I gotta go like this, huh? Where it's got like the glowy light up here. And then like, I don't know, I feel like in all of the shows that have like the mecha suits for people, like they look so, don't worry about this asymmetry. I just realized how the hypothetical cheeks are just so off there. But they're always just like visors almost. I don't know how else to put it, where it's just like, I think bigger than that. Hang on. If I were to do this, like, thank you for that head pancake. Maybe like that, where it's just like, I think those are too big. You know what I'm talking? Actually, let me take a gander, because I'm thinking of like the Halo ones that are just massive fucking chunks, and I don't think that's what I would want, because we still gotta fit a door in here where like a mouth would be, you know? Almost like a Ultraman is his name, and they got like goggles on. Hang on. Pacific. What did you look like? Yeah, I mean, we can just goink this. Hang on. So, like, the right one's really what I'm thinking of when I think about this, of, like, what I mean when I'm like, this just looks, you know, like the weird shape that's, like, trying to mimic a head. I guess it's more angular in there, maybe? Maybe that's what I'm missing, like expressly. It's like a fighting off a Roby. What? Good luck. Good luck defending your civilization. Is this Civ maybe? I don't know. Best of luck, Pancake. Don't mind me. I'm gonna lose it a little bit before I gain it. I feel like that, and then I guess this would be the... Oh, I guess horns would make sense because it's Pokemon. What Pokemon has like super notable horns that I'm missing? Shit. My brain went to like Stantler and Go-Go, but I don't think that'd be right for like their fake mechas. Because aren't there like robot Pokemon here? Maybe like a Deoxys? It could be like a Deoxys head. I could see that because Deoxys has got that kind of vibe going on for it. We might have to... Or like a Pinsir? Oh, I forgot Houndoom existed. Rhydon? Aeron? Wurmple? Sorry, I forgot Wurmple existed for a minute. He looks really stupid. That's not his fault, though. What are you, a rock dragon? I don't understand you. We might go with like a Pinsir then. It's very simple, but I feel like every area's gotta have like a Pinsir, you know? Because they're just such like a basic type, you know? Actually, what's the shit? It's... Wait, is it when Gible turns into that giant like little dragon? What's that guy's name that Cynthia has? Hang on. Cynthia Pokemon. What's his name? Garchomp? Is that what it's called? Is it really that simple? I thought it had a different name. Oh, it is just Garchomp. Oh, maybe we could work with like a Garchomp theme. If we just like... Hang on, we might have to redo this helmet, but I don't hate it. Hang on. I like these plans that I'm cooking. Of like... Okay, we might be committed to this idea. What if you had to like... You know when you go to like laser tag and you get a bunch of shit? They're like, put on this helmet, put on this bracelet. And you're wearing these like stupid fuck ass goggles in there with like the little light or something here. And it's like, God, I look so cool. And it's like nose piece, and then it's like, actually, there we go, a little softer. How do I brain like that? Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like that's the vibe I'd be going for. I think we do kind of mash these two together. I like these horns a lot, and if we're just gonna have like a pseudo Gible situation going on, I feel like that kind of works out. But I want to like mimic the head though. Maybe. How would we do that? Okay, so like dome piece. I think we just keep it a simple top, and then we work and add stuff to it to be like the entrance, if that makes sense. Like just like a really like rough skull outline almost, and then kind of work our way in. Because I think the main thing that would worry me is that we would need to anchor this in like... It needs to stand. You know those weird buildings that are like Ripley's Believe It or Not, and it's like a house that's upside down, right? I want to make sure this was safe because we're gonna have Pokemon fighting in here. So I think we might try to keep this star on top, but I don't really know how we mimic that in the same way. Maybe like... something like that. Hang on, let me... We could... Because it is like a star, right? Oh, wait, is it a 6-pointed? Oh. Wait, hang on. And then like some of this would be like part of paint though, or like the orange hue, like the green glow of this guy, right? Would be like the visor inward to this guy. We'll see. I don't know if I like that idea. I like the horns a lot. I just don't know if I like the bonus part, or if we did that just like a little paint on the helmet, you know. So otherwise, we could do like. And then it'd be cool if we could. I feel like it would be good to mimic a Pokemon though, because I feel like if there were any, like we take the red from here, right, and it's just like, hang on, there, like that fills in here. Actually, we need to opacity. Get out of here. There we go. Like have it be like the hue of a Garchomp, you know, like just a little rough patch in here. I can see that. I think we're gonna color afterward if we do that, but good to at least keep in mind for later. Like to kind of like mimic its teeth situation, we might have like white paint in here, like accent it. I think the issue too is like I don't want to make it like scary. It's not supposed to be scary, right? It's just supposed to like mimic it. I do like the hex shape of this guy though. So let's get the horns going now. They're like here. And then they're kind of like tubes, honestly. So like, how do I make this not look stupid from like a front angle? But the dome piece is a little odd as it goes to the middle part of like the, what I'm just gonna call is like the missile essentially, but like missile, right? And then goes back, goes forward. Actually, forward is like here. It's always odd drawing these kind of shapes, but like that kind of vibe, right? We might have to get a little more liberal with this, just so I can draw. I don't want to draw it in like a 3/4 turn. I feel like that's a little lazy, but that kind of vibe. How do I do this? Well, that feels a little too simple where I just like turn the horns outward. Hi Jamie, how are you doing? First, just stole it by a hair. Hope you're doing well. Apologize if this is not dredge or pun related. I'm doing a little bit of like Pokemon doodling. I don't know how else to describe what I'm doing other than like brainstorming a gym, if that makes sense. I do want to get my roster up here at some point. I feel like Gibble has gotta be included in this though. I've kind of come around that he might be like the mascot, because you gotta have like a kaiju. Oh, what if we had like a Mothra? What's the new Moss name? Hang on. Because that one looks super cool. I don't really fuck with the Dunsparce. No offense to Dunsparce. I bring you bad pun. Please reply. Stop. Like all the text displays or all the ads. Nah, you got one. You got it for free. What's its name that looks like super good? It looks... That one looks a little too much. Like what? Maybe like a fire moth? None of them are really giving Mothra though, you know? I'm like 60% sure I'm in the right way. Hello, Andy. How are you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by, Pookie Bear. How are you? I know we're not playing Fortnite, so it's kind of hard to tell, but I'm not an otter, so we're like halfway there. Hello, hello. You've come during a weird time for me, but I just thought I'd try some stuff out. When the circus hires a new performer, they test them by bringing them to the tent and seeing how high... You've said this one. You've said this one to me. You lied to me. Pookie Bear. Hi there. Hell yeah. Let's get a little quirked up, you know? Quirked up for a white boy. Joke's on you. I'm not white. I'm happy you're doing well though. Thank you so much for stopping by. How do I draw a little space case? Oh god. See, my little drawing tablet's great. It just like If it gets even like a little bit damp, the issue is like any motion on it like gets registered as like an input, which is really bad when I have fucking palms that exist. What, like anime girl, anime NB. I don't know your deal too well yet. Your bangs are kind of your whole deal. No, am I crazy? Do you have like a space helmet ever? I feel like I haven't seen a space helmet, but in my it's like the Mandela effect, where in my brain I want to picture you with like a Pikmin-esque fucking bowl on your noggin, but you don't have one, do you? You just have these like thick fucking bangs, dude. You just got them like up the wazoo. Yeah, that looks right. Def have a space helmet. You're also an otter. Well, fuck, I gotta rebrand everything now. Alu M Otter. Big knife is great for cutting cheese, but a bunch of tiny knives is greater. See, since I haven't heard... Wait, have I heard this one? Maybe I've seen this one in somebody else's chat, because I feel like I went to someone I rated's chat, and you were there with puns. Was it Puny? Maybe. You do have fuck ass bangs though, my Pookie Bear. Oh, that is it too much like a bowl cut though? That's my worry. You heard that yesterday at Yuki's chat. Ah, I see. That tracks. I'm a little moron over here though. God, I keep making your face too short. That's not good. Little Pookie Bear. What do anime? I guess they'd be higher, huh? Like, God, I just gave you like the worst haircut ever though. That's not good. That can't be good. That can't be good for anybody. Actually, I'll just do so kawaii. I like my bowl cut era. I like it though. Thank you. I was like, can we make you chippier? Yeah, my head just imagines you in a bowl though. We'll keep you there for now. I feel honored right now. I'm gonna bite you real hard, chef action. No, wait, bites. Ooh. Hang on. I got you, Pookie. I got you. The terrible thing is I lived this era with like the nuzzles your necky wecky like raw XD. It's kind of rough. I think I made you too wide almost. If I just like hang on. I guess that kind of fixes it. And then yeah. Wait, are these your ears or do you also have ears? I didn't think about this. Are they just antennae like a bug? Are you a bug? No, you're not a bug. We'll come back to this later. Do you know the potato bun shoe person? I remember seeing their like fuck ass awkward potato guy and I like wanted to end it all. I was like, God, it's just like me for real, for real. Like this, maybe? And then like, he had big eyes, didn't he? It was like... What did this potato look like? Hang on. I can figure it out. That's a cat. Damn it. Yeah, I can think... If I think of it hard enough, I'll come back to Jellybean of Doom. Appreciate you real life. I got you flowers, but I ate it. I think the worst thing about remembering that I existed and why I'm happy so many of my accounts back then are like, host, your email is expired. You kick it in. Is that like it self-destructed them? Because like, if I had to reread what I sent to people, I think I would have just drove a 90 into an intercept medium, honestly. This is the worst. Like, I used unironically those fuck ass asterisks in like... I can't get into this. We're not gonna get into this exactly, but I wore those kinds of shirts, and it was a bad time. I was a nerd, and we are not surprised, for I'm a VTuber now. All the kawaii Facebook stickers. No, I can't. I can't go back. You can't take me back. You can't take me back even if by force you can't take me back. God, what was my mate? I I had this black butler beanie that I wore for like a year and like a pentagram necklace. I was the coolest. Anyway. Black butler. I'm simply one hell of a butler. I can't with this. Anyway, Hot Topic was my jam. I gotta finish this building entrance. Is it like... Okay, my thought is that the horns go in more, and then... Okay, otherwise the horns don't go in more, and we just increase the helmet size to, like... Nerdy Alley would be a sight. What do you mean? I'm right here. It was just a different kind of insufferable. And then we were twins at birth. Are you like a super hulak? I wasn't that far. I did eat lunch with them at it for like 3 months though. They were a super hulak group, and they were... I think those were like the most terrifying women I met in all of my high school career. It was a time. I mean, I can run back Nerdy Alley at some point, but there's a reason we left him in the past. That kid was a fucking loser. And also really bad at talking to people. If you think I'm like mid at talking to people now, like it only got worse. Do I want to mimic the eyeball though? I don't think I do. Because otherwise it'd be like... They might be more circular. Hang on. If I... No, there's more like hooded. Hang on. Like... Yeah. I don't think we're doing that. Okay. I tried to, but Doctor Who is not my jam. Those girls are much more advanced than me. I watched Doctor Who for like... Okay, to be fair, my friend was like, we don't want to start at the start. And I'm like, where else of a series would we start at if not the exact start? Which I guess was wrong. I didn't know that. Oh my goodness, thank you for the streak. Jazzy, how are you doing? Also, sorry if none of this means anything to you. Don't worry about it. We're just kind of having fun designing a Pokemon gym. And also being losers about high school. I think also what got me... Ow. Thank you, Luna. How are you? Thank you for stopping by on a Monday of all days. Got my tea in tow. And a treat. Ah, delightful. Angel. I would call you Cookie Bear, but I don't think we're there yet. We didn't share back in my day stories like Cookie Bear over here and me. Only got 4 more watermelons left. Make it count. What is this? That cat is so fucked. Twinsies, Fort Lifers. 5 sauce, anybody? I feel like this nose thing is fine. Just to break up this frame a little bit. I might even like make this higher, like a more rhombus shape, just to kind of give it more depth. I don't know. We're still kind of deciding what we're doing here. I'm just trying to think of like what other kaiju stuff. So here's the thing. I can't do that. I look like a Minecraft villager. Maybe like inward could make it look cooler. We'll see. We'll see. Because like, we've got to have the entryway. And I'm thinking we kind of embrace the full meme. And like have it be like a metal sheet that lowers down, if that makes sense, with like the light coming over here. Is that a gibble? Gibble? Yeah, I tried to... We learned very quickly that Alio does not know how to draw Gibble very well because I made his ass too big, so we hit the ass with the helmet, but yeah, that's a thick Gibble you got there. I kind of forgot Garchomp and Gibble were related in any way, shape, or form. And then I drew like the world's whitest Joltik. I was like, what's wrong with my Joltik? And then I'm like, oh, he's oh, he's massive. I figured this out. Um but yeah, I mean, I don't talk about how much I like was into Pokemon. This was like pre Naruto. So this was like, what is this, like 8 to like, actually it must have been earlier than that. 6 to like 11, I want to say, maybe. But like, I watched Naruto on on YouTube of like the sub Espanol, and obviously as well I was like, man, before that, what else do I watch? And I'm like, I watch Pokemon, but I don't have cable, so I just did that. There's so many episodes of like, what is it, Orange Isle? What was the fuck, it was like second season. Ash was doing shit. Not the Indigo Plateau, it was before that. Yeah, he was on these islands for like a year. This fucker just did not leave. We did have the Pokemon movies though. We got them as like secondhands, and those are like my favorite things in the world. Watching fucking Slowbro speak English like blew my mind as a kid. We've got to make this look like almost like edgier, almost. I don't know how else to describe this. I feel like vents need to happen here of like, probably also good for ventilation purposes, but like we're not super worried about ventilation specifically here. Oh, it okay. Something like that maybe, and then like this could be a light fixture that like shines down. I worry it makes the nose look too goofy though. I watched Goku in Spanish as a kid, as you should, as you should. I never got into Dragon Ball. I feel like that was just more of happenstance though, because I feel like I should have been into it. Do we give this like wings almost, like mimicking these guys over here? I don't know. I feel like we could add more. I just don't want it to be like overkill. Maybe this is Pokemon. Maybe I'm thinking wrong. Maybe the visor could be like the viewing station for indoors, right? You could have like people on like little couches basically in here. You know? We'll see. We'll see. I'm trying to like maximize space and also other stuff. Maybe like this could be like a separate room too, like an after thing where you get your badge if you go on like up on an elevator. We'll see. I think this is at very least better than I had, which is good. We like that. I feel like we need more shit though. Like so many of these. The only anime that I watched that was mecha that I. Okay, that's incorrect. I watched, what was it, Iron Blooded Orphans, and I didn't really understand what was going on. I watched like part of Evangelion, and then I was too young and I stopped. And then I watched all of 86, and I was like, this is the worst show I've ever seen in my entire life. After they showed me Goku as a kid in one episode, Green Guy melting some 14, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, that'll happen. I think the issue with so many of those kids or those shows when you're younger is like, unless you're on like the wealthier side, I feel like so many of them you're just like not gonna watch remotely in order, right? So like you'll just come in and it'll be like, Goku's in a tournament. It's like, we've gotta help him. And it's just like, who are you? Why are you called Mr. Satan? Like, I just don't know who any of you are. Why is there a cat? Like, none of that like really tracked to my brain. So a lot of it was just like, what is going on here? I feel like we could add like Spike-esque things here, like to kind of give it more depth and also kind of mimic the Garchomp a little bit more. I don't think we will have a Garchomp, but we certainly will have a Gible of like the outside theming, and then womp. Okay, I think that might be where we're ending for now, and then we can just add the basic colors as the little watercolor stuff I showed before, and call that a win. I feel like red might be fine. Actually, what if we start with the blue? Also, I did this on the wrong layer. That's fine. Fuck these layers. We're just doing a little scribbly color. I can't be bothered. I think some of the issue too when I get like into drawing is that I try and make everything like perfect and balanced and everything on the lines, and then like I just never finish anything. So like, hello Captain, how are you doing this Monday? Don't mind whatever's going on here. It's coming along. Okay, I feel like the gold we can use for like the visor. It might be too piss colored or like Baja Blast flavored, but I think this is good. Cat gambling, my favorite kind of gambling. We might still play Dredge. I don't think this is gonna take like a million years. Womp womp, get womp womped. Hang on. Jesus, that's a whole brush. There we go. Not going well. That's okay. Not all of us can be good at gambling. Also, y'all have sucked at gambling recently. Get better. We're gonna erase Space Case there. I do enjoy Andy, but we're coloring right now. I think we can use gold on more shit. Maybe like, whoops, that's the wrong one. Captain, you don't have to remind me. Captain, do you mess with Pokemon much anymore, or is this not for you? Is this not your? The best isn't. It just isn't up. No, it's not. Because that's what we're kind of doing here, just like the very vague idea of Pokemon. I think maybe we need like another line here to like denote what's gonna be red, because otherwise it just kind of vibes based, which is fine, but like feels like we could have more specifically. Hang on, let me check something. If we like here, that could be something. Okay, let's go back. Now that we have our actual lines in tow. Pretty much only played Diamond a couple mystery dungeons. Is Diamond the one that like the battery dies or something and you get stuck on like one of the days or nights because like they didn't think about that? I feel like mystery dungeons were such like a different beast. This is what I mean. Like I never talk about Pokemon. I've played so much goddamn Pokemon. Like Pokemon Go era, I almost got back into it, but like I was like, no, I've kind of matured past that. Because I hadn't yet discovered that I don't really give a shit about what too many people think about me anymore. I used to a lot though. More gambling. Good luck, Luna. But Pokemon Mystery Dungeon I also played. Womp womp, womp womp. Try better. We might leave this like a blue. God, I think that's just too much red. What if we went like here? And like on some of the accent points, like the vents. That looks a little better. Sorry, Luna. You'll get there. You'll get there. Also, I bought a little pink Xbox controller because of you, so thank you for your recommendation. It's adorable. She's beautiful. I love her now. So we're going to be trying that out with Metal Gear and maybe Hollow Knight. I've really played Hollow Knight with so much of the computer at this point, or the PC, that it just feels wrong to switch off the key at this point, but maybe it's smoother. I feel like we just take some of this like titanium white looking fella and just like throw it on here. Like these little accent points, just to like give it a little more. Maybe like the light of the door is more obvious. I think otherwise, like this is kind of right. Nothing's ever gonna be perfect here, but I think like at the very least what I wanted, kind of here. Actually, let's make the dome piece red too. There we go. I'm liking this more. Okay, so this is gym entrance. I want you to kind of go into like a mecha dome, right? Like this is where we're going in for. Let me Absol. That's what I know about Pokemon. I'm bad at drawing Pokemon. At this point, I think I'll just draw whatever I think of, which includes whatever the fuck y'all say, which is why I drew Space Case in the first place. But Absol's got like this fuck ass situation going on. Like I don't know why they're like this. Right? They're like that, and then they're uneven, aren't they? Wait. They have the edgy boy haircut, respectfully. But they got this fucking giant situation going on here, right? Poor little guy. Rest in peace, guy. I like the Absol before. I think we got like the... I think I remember I thought he was like a evolution, and I was like super stoked about that. And then I was like, oh, he's just a guy. I don't know. Looking back, I see some of the other designs. I'm like, maybe Absol was kind of weird looking. You know, he just like kind of like a weird dog fox thing. They got the edgy haircut in the scythe, which why they're the best. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, so the idea is you walk in to get your thingy, and you kind of like put in the cockpit of. I'm really bad at drawing depth, so we're just gonna accept that this is depth now. Hello, Mun. How are you doing? Yeah, this is some Pokemon stuff. I'm kind of like designing what a gym for Alu would look like, just so we can get the little crew that he likes in there, which is little guys. And I kind of work backwards to get here. I think this is like the base theme I want going on now, which is like the mecha helmet, kind of based off the Garchomp. I don't think we need either of these anymore. So what if we just... Oh no! Hang on. I forgot I did so much on the wrong layers. Hang on, let me just... There we go. Beautiful. And then we merge it with that. Perfect. Oh, Poker Man Gym. I mean, you could have Poker Man Gym. I don't see that. I was thinking of my... Yeah. What do we have? Who's like red and black or like checkered? I don't... Who's a gambling Pokemon? Like maybe like... The closest that comes to mind is Clefairy. Just because like the metronome shit they know. God, their little nubs are so weird to draw. Oh, the fire cat. Ooh, yeah. Fuck. Yeah. Cat? Ember cat? I feel like it's really close to like Ember cat. Am I crazy? Lit kitten? Okay. Litten, maybe? That sounds right. Mr. Mime would probably gamble. I feel like Mr. Mime would throw you in a wood chipper. Like if you can't pay your gambling dues. That all's in the buff cat. Yeah, Mr. Man. Am I thinking of Cinderace later on? I guess Ace kind of fits in. Casino hosts fight what? Oh, I guess that's true. Well, illegal ones. I feel like Pokemon ones for sure would. So my lineup. Let's start drawing some of what I want my lineup to be. We gotta have a Mothra now that I've committed to Kaiju stuff. I've been kind of dog water about Moth Pokemon and keeping up with that, and I really don't like Venonat. Like at all. There's got to be a list, because there's one guy that I like who reminds me of Mothra. They're like a little new though, right? Volcamanora lineup. Any Pokemon that has a gambling tag. So anything that's not 100% accuracy, right? Ah, but are you small though? That's my concern. Is I don't think you're small. Is this fuck big? Hang on, I gotta figure out if Volcana is huge. Because if Volcana is small, we'll deal with it. Hang on. That's 5 feet. That's too big. That's too big. Who's small? Maybe your tiny little guy? Hang on. What's Vulcan's pre-evolution? Mothim? How big are you? Mothim is 2 feet. Okay, maybe we could work with 2 feet. I can work with my 2 feet. Let's draw a little Mothim up here for now, like a placeholder, you know, just in case we kind of run out of other guys. Oh no, what's your little nose doing, friend? I just realized this guy's got a weird nose. Like, do moths have noses? This is where I learned this. That'd be bad. And then womp, and then a womp. Sorry, this made his eyes so big for what it should be. It really threw me off for a moment there. And then, God, I am nowhere near done with you, buddy. His body's kind of just like a little orb. That's too fat, I think. Oh, he's like teardrop shaped. Okay, there we go. So he's got a little butt, which is this little guy. He's got 2 spikies. Maybe spikies are the theme of this gym. Okay, let's put their sweater vest on first, which is this guy. Which is where the spikies are coming out of. I gotta make these not look like nipples, is my main concern. And then he's got little hands like this. And then... Oh, he looks a little frightened. Hang on, what if we... Can I fix you? That's fine. Sorry for not reading chat. I gotta lock in. I'm like trying the best I can this, and it's rough out here for a little guy. Mostly because his wings aren't just like normal. They're like bulbed because they have to fit the little fans that he's got on him. Yikes. This is fine. Got little nubbies here. Got 3 nubbies here. Plomp. I think this fits in for our Mothra. He's only 3 feet big, so I feel like that has to work fine. You know, because if it doesn't, then like, what are we doing? But Gibble's also there, so he's our like there has to be a dinosaur kaiju, right? Hey, yo, Metronome maybe? See, that's what I'm thinking. They're just that's why I drew terrible Clefairy down here. The little star guy. Because that's all I remember seeing them do in the show, right? You remember the name of attack was remarkably funny to use. Jinx runs with the Mafia? Maybe. Mr. Mime is more the person that you owe money. See? Hey, Ali, based on the games, is there one game that might pique your... Wait. Based on your games, is there a game that might pique your interest? I'm confused by your question. But maybe. Okay. Heal, that'll do for now. That'll do, Pig. Afterward, I want to make sure we have like what our city looks like, or like what the gym battle floor looks like. No, I have a game. Oh, there's this one game. I see. My bad. I see. Yeah, sure. Feel free to throw something out. No guarantees. Obviously, I'm a historically stubborn man. I feel like I kind of want the prize to be. I know this is like shoehorning my little guy in, but like, what if it's a little clef key to the city? You know, what are we thinking? Wait, actually, I don't know. Yeah, he's got little. I forgot these are like arms. I forget how this works. These aren't attached to him by force. Basically, he's a little wonky. I'll give everyone that. He's a little silly looking. I don't like how the key's floppy, I guess, is my main concern. But like a clef key badge that has like What if this was like the first gym you could go to and you could have your little badges attached, like little keychains? You know? I was trying to go without my computer. Damn. That'll be hard. Tainted Grail. Well, no, I'm not saying that. The Fall of Avalon. Hang on. Is this like Skyrim adjacent? I'm trying to think of like what other like set this looks like to me. What is this? I'll keep that open and poke more later. Interesting. Okay, well, thank you for the recommendation. I'll keep it in mind. Feel free if you have a shorter pitch. You're free to give it. But I feel like this has to be the gym, right? Like you're going to fight the kaiju is kind of the bid. I do hate with all of my might that people only use like 2 mons though. So we might have to make like an icon, like these 2 be our mains. Joltik's gotta stay. Like I refuse. What about Snom? Does Snom fit in? Hang on. Wait, Coco is my other guy, who's kind of a dragon, but not really. I just like how stupid he is. That felt unnecessary. Skyrim and Dark Souls, that's interesting. Okay, well that one hurt less. I'll take a gander at it though. Thank you for recommending. I'm interested in what the Dark Souls part of that is, because it doesn't seem super Dark Souls from off the get-go. Snom is like a micro guy, so I'm fine with him. Yeah, these butts aren't attached, but and then oh, sorry. Every time I see Snom, my day gets better. I just like how stupid he is. He's just kind of weird looking, and it's okay, you know? Where's your little bulbs at, friend? Like, I guess I might make the whole body 1 unit, just so it's a little easier on the eyes. God, I love Snom. All my homies love Snom. Love that little baby boy. Not gameplay. It looks very Dark Fantasy is why I throw Dark Souls. Ah, I see the vibes. Okay. Music is giving goosebumps. Okay. Now, if you had to give it an arbitrary number score, what are our thoughts? I don't think Klefki is going to be in there, but I do think it'd be a cute idea to have it as like the reward badge. Just like you get a key to the city for saving the city kind of vibe. That, at least in my head, tracks. We have to like shorthand this to like gotta be something easier. Like, hang on, what if we... This is like a single line in it. So like the outside would be silver and like the inside would be pink maybe. This would be silver. And it'd be like you beat the kaiju gym. Like... Enhance. I think it just... You know, the fairy type's always going to be here in my heart, but I don't think it's going to go away in practice for me. Just something like that, where it's like a really simple, easy pin to make, you know? And the colors are like very bold and like obvious. What are the other kaiju I know of? It's King Kong, but I don't really care about small monkeys that much. Like... Fuck, who comes to mind? Mankey's awful. Don't like him. Apom's huge. Who's the other little guys I know? Oh, I guess the Simi Sears. Oh, Grookey. Grookey I could fuck with. I forgot Grookey existed. I'll be honest. I love Mankey. He's so angry. He. Hang on. Mankey's just a little kind of fucked fella, and that's okay. I don't know how else to describe him other than like a meatball of hate. Hang on, let's do. And then like. Might be too sharp. No, okay, we gotta move it. There we go. Oh, he's got like a pig nose, right? Forgot about that. Forgot about the little weird fella. And then we draw a Mario mustache on him. No, we're not gonna do that. That's alright though, little guy. I know you're trying. Oh, he's got ears. I forgot he had ears. I forgot they were just hair tufts. I mean, they are, but you know, what can you do about it? And then they got a little floof, like he's got terrible arms. Oh god, these arms are like the worst part about him. They like nub out, like awful little nubs. And then I made it way too wide. Holy shit. Okay, hang on, we can fix this. We can fix this. I realized his body was way too big. Hang on. We're fixing this. I can salvage this. And then habita, perfect, and then weird fucked arm, obviously. That one's kind of bent backwards. Don't worry about that. Oh my god! Why does he have talon legs? What the shit? I forgot they had talon legs. What is this? We're learning so much about Pokemon, you and I. And that's okay, you know? We can... God, what a little freak. No wonder I hated this guy. This guy sucks. We might have to move him up. Hang on. Let's move this little guy up. I did not save enough room. I forgot they had these weird legs. Maybe I should have just stuck with Apom. This is worse. Whoops! We're not doing that. What if we just... and then... Beautiful. Tyranitar? Is that the weird guy with the thing in his mouth? Gyarados might be a good team. Oh, okay, so, sorry. The theme, sorry, Mun, I kind of hit it when I was drawing this fucked Mankey. It's like a mini kaiju, right? Is like... We have like this faux city as what they're battling on, which is like little skyscrapers. That kind of mimic the idea to make these guys look bigger. Like we're destroying a city. Hence why the main entrance is a mecha situation. Because we're Pacific Rimming it. Does that make sense? We're rimming it. Is he throwing a brick? What is happening? God, I hate this little fuck. Where does his tail start? Anyway. You have just like borked anatomy, friend. Okay, hang on. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Like my body knows I hate him and is trying to do everything in my power to resist. Because then he's got a little nub back here that's like... God, I just hate how you're like a horse thumb. Have you ever had a horse you understand? They've got a little nub on their leg, kind of like a dog does. God, what a little monster. How do I show that you're angry? Like this guy? Hang on. There we go. Now we know he's angry. And you can't forget the most important detail of a Mankey. The tail. This guy's awful. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's just the worst. Which is why we're going to contain him. Gonna grab him. We're gonna... There we go. I'm gonna put you over here, bud. Don't worry. No one can hurt you. We gotta get a little bit of room clear for... God, I don't want to mess with my snom. I don't hate my snom. Actually, I gotta change this from this rectangle to a lasso, because otherwise I'm just gonna be doing stuff for nothing. Whoops! Hang on. Can I, like, lasso everything, or is that a different button? Hang on. There we go. It was a different button. Let's shrink down our snom, too. I gotta work on Joltik later, because that is a rough representation of Joltik. I don't think that tracks. Monkey, mini monkey now. Throwing freaking screen works if you need a joke break, I guess. I see. Free my boy, he did everything. What's... Yeah, we just want, like, mini guys. Like, this is Mothra, right? This would be, like, fuck, Godzilla. I want to have Snob in here just because he's a little angel, but I think that's what we're doing. Joltik's for sure staying because I can't... Who's, like, the main boys? I know there's, like, multiple Godzillas. There's a bird? Why is there, like, multiple... Oh, King Caesar. Who are you? Are you, like, a dog? You're gonna learn very quickly that I don't actually understand who Godzilla or any of those are. I've never seen one, so, like, my bad. Are these just machines? What are these? Godzuki, what is this tiny little guy? I wouldn't be against having a Fruki, though. Energy Beast? That could be, the weird guy. You know what I'm talking about. Dragon, but we don't want to mess with dragons. Magmu? That's a seal. That's Inkay! Gazora! Hang on. Gazora is just basically Inkay. We could have a little Inkay. That could be cute. Mothra, baby Mothra is Snom, obviously, if you couldn't tell. I'm just thinking of ways to keep him. Big Venom Mothra look alike. A little bit. But I hate... Okay, look, this might be hot takes. Butterfree looks stupid as fuck. Venonat looks awful. Or Venomoth, whatever that guy is. Oh, sure. Snob, sure. I just need my baby boy. I need my little angel. What did he do wrong, you know? Look at Godzuki. Tell me I need any explanation. That's just a machine. This actually might just be a Scyther, but I think Scyther's too big. I think we might get like an Inkay in here. And like... Yeah. Inkay and a Fruki might be it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inkay Fruki. I just hate how much like some of the early bug moths look, because I feel like Wurmple doesn't even look that different from a caterpillar, but I think they have so much charm to them that it just like gets lost in a Butterfree. Or Beautifly. Beautifly also looks dog. Like they look like a good butterfly. I just think they like make a terrible Pokemon. Like all of their charm is gone to me. Like at least like fuck. It's not Venomoth. It's not Deoxys. What is the little weird guy's named? Moth Pokemon. Dustox, my bad. No, it's duck sauce. Ducks. Mew? Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Grookey. Yeah, Grookey's got to come in here. Grookey can't be that big, right? Hang on. I really want my guy small. That's a hair growth supplement. If you're over 3 feet, you're out of here. You're just out. 1 foot. 1 foot. 1 foot. Grookey, get on in here, buddy. Okay. Gustox? Yeah. Well, it's Dustox, right? And then let's get Inca in here. Yeah, this is gonna be like the most borked gym of all time. But like, at least they're cute, you know? I do think like having the command center is fun though. I want to redo that though. Let's get rid of the base gym because we don't need that. I think we might just. And then I've got to redraw this guy. That'll be a good reference though, of like what vibe I want. What did I put you on? Oh yeah. Don't mind me erasing my boy. All good. All part of the plan. Hang on. What if I... Now you can't tell. The bada bing bada boom. Mr. Worldwide, Mr. 305. Beautiful. Charmander? Maybe. I already got my little dragon though. He's right here. He's a little moron and we love him. Don't you? Do you not love him? My little angel? Dumpy? Little dumper? Don't mind my names. Grookey's gotta be here though. Which Grookey are we drawing though? There's a Funko Pop of Grookey? What did he do wrong, man? He didn't do anything wrong. Don't give him a Funko Pop then. Okay. Okay, we want cute, which Charmeleon is not. Depressingly to him. I'm sorry. Charmeleon's like... I don't think he's cute. Is that a hot take that I just don't really think my boy's that cute? God, your dome piece is ginormous, friend. God, this is the biggest dome I've seen. It's almost as big as mine. Mine's full of a lot of thoughts, so kind of reminds me of like a Turtwig base almost because of the little head thingy. But I mean, I forgot Turtwig existed. Maybe he'd fit in. Oof, this is somehow too long and too short at the same time. What a weird little beak mouth you have. I just realized this. What is this? And then like, give the doopy little smile. Good for you. Your eyeballs are ginormous, friend. You're kind of like egg-shaped more. Hang on. I got you. I guess that makes you look friendlier, perhaps? And then... This Grookey looks a little wonky. Don't worry. All part of the plan. Also, his mask is normally bigger, I guess. So like that, and then... Maybe he looks sillier than I thought. Maybe he's fine. Maybe I just didn't acknowledge the Grookey because I didn't want to emotionally, you know? Maybe there was nothing wrong with him. I just felt like there was. God, him without these ears really messed me up. He's got like a cat body almost. Sorry, Snow, I'm gonna have a face full of Grookey. That is not what I wanted for you, buddy. Oh yeah, you have a stick in your noggin. Very, very hot take, but also not a wrong one. And also clearly for shits and giggles. Of course. Oh yeah, I forgot you had your little twig back here. I was wondering where it was. I didn't know it was detachable. It's like a little cinnamon stick. Perfect. My master plan. And his other hand's just waving at you like a guy. Maybe I like Garuki. Maybe we're learning things about ourselves, you know? I didn't think we were, but like... He's kind of got it, you know? If there was ever a cute factor, he's like pretty close. We'll draw Jigglypuff after this. I kind of fuck Jigglypuff. The anime always made them out to be a little bastard, which is fair, but... I feel like you just don't really get that in like any other, like, game. They're not really a little fuck, you know? Like, they're normally fine, but like... Oh, that's gonna be your weird ear. There we go. Look at little Grookey. They're hitchhiking. Oh, what a time. We'll draw the other one in a second here. Let's get Grookey elsewhere. Let's put him in the top before we redo Joltik and Co. Oh yeah, Inkei's got to fit in here too. Beautiful. We get Grookey like a little cat tower thing. Could basically be his King Kong tower. It was very specifically Jigglypuff like the entire time. What do you mean? Like the asshole? I'm confused. Oh, you mean Grookey? Obviously. What does Jigglypuff look like? Like, I get they look like a circle. Like, that doesn't escape me. It's more the thing afterward, where, like, big ol' eyes, tiny mouth, little arms, and I have remade Kirby. What do you look like? Oh, I guess you're turned always. That's fair. You don't really... Well, that's not true. You mostly see them, like, sideways. It's always the same Jigglypuff being an... Oh, I guess that's true, yeah. I'm trying to remember the second time we saw a Jigglypuff, though, that wasn't, like, mainline 4 seasons of that little fuck being like, I'm gonna draw on your face now! And I just can't think of one. You know, it's just always this little fuck. Which, like, fair, you can... What is this ice cream scoop on your head, dude? This can't be good. That's gotta be wrong. It kind of looks right. The bigger... It's almost bigger up top. This is fine for now. How are you simultaneously too wide and also too not wide? I want to make my Jigglypuff fat, but also gotta fit these big old gourds. Yeah, this thing's got such big eyeballs. Oh, it doesn't even have a nose. Oh, that's what I was mistaken. And then, like, nubby hand. That's kind of not nubby enough. Hang on. It's like a pedal. Like that. And then you have Kirby shoes. And then... Beautiful. I'll be taking no criticism. Thank you for the biddies. I appreciate that, man. I'm getting upset that people fall asleep to listen to music and get the handsome screen face. Let's keep it true to form. What was it, like a marker? So it was like this, then it had a little green top to it. So like this guy. Yeah, perfect. And then let's give it evil eyebrows so you know it's scary. We'll keep you in the next to the Mankey so you know what you did wrong. I guess angry boys next to angry boys, huh? Birds of a feather. I do like our lineup though. I feel like it's getting better. I just love my little guys, but I gotta sacrifice some of them. And I kept Klefki as like the moniker for the gym in the first place. So I feel like I'm getting away with leaving out Klefki as much as I would love to bring him in here. I just feel like we can't, you know? I feel like for mons that we would have to have though, it's like gotta be one of these two. Gibble's like the default. I'm gonna take a nap before I do my thing. Thank you so much for stopping by, Mon. Have a good one. Enjoy your nap. But it's like gotta be Gibble. I'll redraw you, Gibble. You're a little wonky. I like your butt though, friend. Let's try the Inkay. Also, Stomp does not need to be all the way down here. Come on, man. Get up here. Winner's Gallery. Beautiful. Let's put you next to your moth friend. I feel like I don't remember the strongest type matchup. Posture, thank you so much for stopping by there and helping me with my posture. I appreciate it. Hello. What is this? Hello. I hope that's good. Hello. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you're doing well this Monday. We're doing a little bit of Pokemon gym designing. Kind of. We're kind of drawing our lineup right now. We have some guys, and we have... How are the duels? I think they're going well. I've definitely drawn worse things in my life. So, all things considered, this is like a very big step up. Like, this Snom has got a butt for a face. Like, come on, that's gotta be good. I always, like, what if we put... No, we're not doing that. What if we gave him, like, an evil... Top hat Snom. Nah, he doesn't need that. He doesn't need to be employed. He's a little guy. But yeah, I was always into Pokemon, so I was kind of like, what if we just did a little Pokemon Doodle session where it was just like, what if little guys were a gym? And I'm trying to kind of backwards think that. And then we have a little bit of honorable mentions down here. Don't mind the Mankey and Jigglypuff. They're kind of just mad. But now we're trying Inkay. I forgot what he looked like, but I guess there's a guy in Godzilla that looks like them. And I couldn't... Actually, how big is an Inkay? If this thing is like a basketball, we might not do it. You're also a foot tall. Okay, go. Dope. Okay. Honestly, I'm kind of hitting bangers here with the everything's the right size. What do I want you to look like, friend? I like that your hat looks kind of silly. That's good. Oh yeah, you gotta rotate this man. I forget that. To make him the evil... Okay, his evil form looks so much... I don't... Why does he turn into, like, a bird-looking fella? Like, I get that squids have beaks. Don't get me wrong. I finally remember to add an art stream to my schedule this week. So the thing... I was gonna say, you haven't just, like, running it down with Dark Souls, right? Am I crazy? I feel like you did Dark Souls 2, and then I feel like I saw you playing Dark Souls 3. Metroidvania Ample... Okay, now hang on. You don't have to replace the platform games. Nothing wrong with the little platform games. What Metroidvanias have you been playing? Or do you just mean like a Silk Song? Because I feel like when I think of Metroidvanias, I think of the basics, but then I also go to like Symphony of the Night kind of vibes. There's Nier Automata, Ender Lilies. Oh, Ender Lilies, right. I remember you seeing. I was like, who was I seeing playing Ender Lilies? It was you. That's all I've been doing for almost a month. No, I get that. I feel like it's really easy for me, and maybe you have this too with the game taste. But accidentally doing like oopsies. I've only chosen long games to stream, and you're like, well, I don't know if I'm ever finishing these. And that's okay, but oopsies. It's always good to doodle if that's kind of what your vibe is. I try to do art. We went too far. Art stuff in college a little bit with like a dual major for graphic designing and coding. And as you can tell by me not doing that now, that didn't super duper do that. Art, hello, Star, how are you? Yeah, I autoed a soul. Dude, I autoed a Souls-like. It's like I'm never finishing games. I grew up with Dark Souls. You grew up with Dark Souls? Horrifying. Yeah, Farmer's a disaster. Yeah, that tracks. Oh, dual major in arts. Yeah, it wasn't bad. I didn't really learn what I wanted to, which was like a lot of digital art. It was more like, respectfully to them, it was like, learn how to charcoal sculpture. And I'm like, this is good for like basics, I guess, but like I want very specific notes on how to do stuff, if that makes sense. DS, not Dark Souls. I read that. I'm like, are you shortening this? DS is fun though. Did you flip note then for your other doodles? Lot game to stream. I mean, the audience has to be engaged with the audience retention's. I guess. Here's the thing. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. If y'all aren't having fun, I'm having all of the fun. Hello, Graves. How are you doing? Oh my, ow. Thank you for the sippy star, but also fuck you. Actually, I think all of you know Star, but on the off chance it's someone here who doesn't know Star. Star. That's right. Get put in the open, you fuck. Divorce. Yeah. Star and I are playing games this Saturday together, so if you want to stop by. Okay, you're doing better than everybody else so far. That's good. That's good, Grapes. So far we've had like 3 greens, which is really odd. Divorce? Yeah, Star and I are going to be filing for divorce after this game. We're holding it pretty well. Actually, I think the thing that's caused Star the most pain is there was this one platforming error recently, and she was not doing great. Like I was sitting at the top waiting for and I'm like, oh no. I'm like, I hope Star's okay and having fun still. And I'm like, Star, why'd you stop talking? So if you want to see Star and I be very good at video games together, feel free to stop by. I'd love that if you did and supported us and or Star. If you just supported Star, that'd be fine too. I like streaming and I love meeting so many new people, but like I do this with shopping too. I just have like the easiest time like supporting my friends rather than like myself, if that makes sense. Especially financially. God, financially is a nightmare. I made him too tall. Hang on, let's get his eyes done and we'll be able to proportion this better. And then he's got this little fuck ass beak going on here. Hang on. It's like not a beak because he's got like a little smile to him. And then big ol' eyes. Friendly little peepers. Look in opposite directions. You don't need them looking the same direction. This little guy. There we go. Look at that little fella. How can you say no to that? The freaking rails. Gambling, divorce, what a power couple. I know. Honestly, we'd be unstoppable. I'd be a punching bag. She'd be my boxer. It'd be great. She's already dog shaped. Oh, yes, YouTube will be finalizing this divorce. I think we will be. I mean, I don't know how much more game we have left. I think Star's already beat it. Am I crazy? So I think they would know best. Oh, poor Arthur. Are you not your own friend? No, I'm my own enemy. I've seen divorced people complain about everything. Really? Yeah, that happens sometimes. Divorced parents, anybody? Twin. I feel like I thought you were drawing a Splatoon, and I remember. I mean, I could draw Splatoon. I just don't really know Splatoon. I know the pop star girl. I think a lot of people like her. The green one? What's her name? There's the one that I'm like, ooh, that one looks nice. And then there's a little short idiot, and I'm like, I don't like this one. Have you seen Mega Malamar? Wait, Mega Malamar? What's that one look like? I already don't like Malamar. Hang on. Malamar. Do you lose your body? What the fuck happened here? Hang on. They can be looking at their dad. Why'd they turn into letters? What happened? I guess Starmie is best, though. Oh, fucking Patrick Star, where it just like... Fear me, citizen. And then it's got like double spikies back here, right? That is not an octagon. Hang on, let me draw and then outside and that perfect. Let's give it little fishnets. Perfect. Beautiful. that's not a mega storm yet. Oh god, it's behind me. Oh god, Alu, why? Wait, what if I went right? I never, or left. I never go left, but maybe. Oh my god, that's so pretty. Is it though? Is that your boy? Is that who you're standing? Fucking Megamind over here? Oh no. Like, I don't think it is. It might be, I guess, but I don't think it was. Inkay's got a really short body now that I'm thinking about this. Hang on. And then... yeah, that's about his size. And then he, for some reason, has like a nurse hat. I don't understand what this is for. Except, unless they're going to nursing school at night, which makes more sense, honestly. No hate to people going to night school. I might have to do it at some point myself. Whoops! I did the wrong layer. Hang on. Oh, I did it on Malamar layer. That's on me. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we got our guys. We're like most of the way done. I just gotta draw a Joltik, and then we're gonna start working on our battle arena. Let's erase this Malamar from existence, because Christ almighty. Classic layer blunder. The old blunder. I love the what I opened. Oh, the Alu blinking? Yeah, he does that a lot. It's definitely not suggestive of real life. I do a chameleon blink as an Alu, like boing blonk. Yeah, the layers blunder happens a lot. What does Joltik look like? I know he's got the little booties on, but I don't know what past. Oh, I see. Yeah, I made him too wide. Wait, does Joltik have evolutions? Wait, did I learn something about my son? Who are you? Who are you? I hate this guy. This is not my son. I didn't raise you. Who are you? Who is this? Who is this? I didn't pay for this guy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my peak. I'll do it again. I promise. Mini spider. But is Joltik supposed to be a spider? Are they supposed to be a tick? Am I losing it? Okay, we got to do my boy like super like. Look, I have not been very locked in for some of these. I've got to lock in for this guy. If there's ever a son that I'm locking in for, this is it. You know. And let me tell you, I can't lock in. I just don't have the ability in my body. I've tried multiple times. It just doesn't happen. I just don't take things seriously enough, it seems. However, for my son, I'm willing to try. Keys. I'm willing to try anyway. That's the evolution. Yeah, I know, but like, Caterpie goes from the cocoon to thing. I don't think a tick turns into a fuck-ass spider, does he? He looks so fluffy. That's why I like Joltik. He's a little baby. No, it's hilarious. Please don't. Yeah, thank you. It's like a call so that everyone knows where I am at all times. Just so, it's a safety feature. It's like a whistle in the woods when you're camping. Honestly, I didn't know this artist had Pokemon Lo-fi or whatever this is called. Worked out really well. All intentional, never change. Okay. That's kind of his head. Hang on. There we go. He's got little eyeballs up here, which kind of look like little eyebrows, I guess. And he's got little beady guys like this. And then he's got his little mouth pincer. Whoa, that is too far apart. Enhance. I'm also on the wrong layer, so I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time, but don't worry. I can't tell if that's too much mouth. It looks like the right amount of mouth based on his art, so I guess we're fine. Jolting, basically a baby jumping spider. Okay, look, I understand that you're wrong. What are you? Yeah. Shape, a bug shape. A tiny arachnid Pokemon. Fuck, have you always been a spider? Rip. That's rough. Why is your name Tick? Help me understand name origin. Stat Tick. Oh, is it just... Oh, I see. That's so sad. Major appearances. My boy has major appearances. Oh, I love this guy. This guy fucking slaps. Oh, never change, buddy. You know, draw keys? See, my issue, and I love keys, don't get me wrong, is that I'm doing a mini kaiju theme. We're gonna keep going, don't worry. You can see in the top right, I have the kind of mecha mouth going on here, as if you were like in a mecha anime. And the idea is you go in and then you fight kaiju. And the kaiju are Mothra, Snom, which is baby Mothra. We have Godzilla, which is Garchomp. We have, there's another little guy, I feel like I forgot what his name was instantly, but he's a giant, just a giant squid guy. That is gonna be Inkay. And then we have King Kong, which is Fruki. And then Joltik's just a little baby man. I haven't really decided what he's supposed to be, but he's really cute, and I have to have him. That is non-negotiable. We're Excalibur? Is that the sword? No, that's Ceruledge. Whoa. Oh, so Star, I don't know if you learned how to read. Sorry, that was me. God, oh, no one finds me funny. I find myself funny. Right, so kaiju but mini, right? So that's the main selling feature. See here, I think, and I've been over this at the start, and apologies to people who missed it. I'm tired of just like one note gyms where just like, I'm the poison girl, I live in the swamp. And I'm like, very fun, thank you, Game Freak. Has baby. Ice Dragon has baby. Ice Dragon has baby. Baby Ice Dragon. I shouldn't have done that. That's just all AI. Pokemon. Oh, Frigbacks? Okay, look. I'm gonna be 1,000 with you, Star. If you could choose Dumpy over here, or Frigabacks, I know what I'm choosing every time, and it sure as hell is gonna be Dumpy. Frigbacks kind of looks like a stupid idiot, and not in a cute way. Like me. Are you supposed to get your jokes when you have one brain cell? It's not chat's turn. Exactly. I only get one jokes. However, Star, after you saved the city by killing Wink, hang on. It's blinking. Hang on. Don't worry about it. Blinking. Bagging these nuts in your mouth. You get a key to the city, which is the gym badge here. which is a little metal pin with a little clef key inside as the key to the city and a little pink inside. So I've incorporated clef key, don't you worry. What's Baggin look like? Proto Baggin. Oh, also just worse in comparison for me to Garchomp. Mostly because we're stealing Gibble, because we're stealing Garchomp's color palette for the theme and his little horns. Clef key, not key. Key ring. I have terrible news for you, Star. If you look up Clef Key, his little head is a key. I have terrible news for you. Blanco's gambling. Steal the brain cell. You can't. It's in here. Y'all are getting better at gambling. Statistically, it's gonna happen soon. That's not how that works. But you could be if you spend more money. And who's to say then, you know? I've been poorly drawing stuff though, Star. So if you want to see a poorly drawn little guy, you feel free to shoot one out. I'll put it with the pile of angry men. Imagine 12 angry men, but instead it's a it's a Jigglypuff and a Mankey. I'm pretty sure that's how that movie goes. Like here, and then he's just got little slides on. God, this guy is so cute. I love this man. When somebody loved me, everything was beautiful. Look at this little moron. He's got little paws. I love him. He's a baby. Ow. What was thrown at me? Why? Oh, snack. Thank you. Klefki's cute. Klefki is my favorite mon. Hands down. I have a thing for morons, which explains my type when dating. And crushes. I really like little morons. They're my favorite. I think if I can imagine a sentient pile of bricks, essentially, that's my favorite kind of Pokemon. Fuecoco's up there as a little fucking stupid moron who would drink pain. Joltik, another great guy. Clefty Pokedex is Keyring. I didn't ask you what the Pokedex said. I asked you what he looks like. What's this little dome piece? And if the answer's not a key, I don't know what to tell you. How Yoak has been able to stay in power this long is a feat. Yeah, I don't know how all of you suddenly lost the ability to win. Once Yoak came to power. I'll spend more points gambling. Good. I'll look up Klefki. What do you mean look up Klefki? You tell me I don't know my son? I gave birth to him. Improvement, but still no cigar. What if we had him smoking a big fat doobie? Is that better? I actually did get cigar. Hee hee hee. I mean, I'll say you're right if you want, Star. I think that's usually how marriage goes anyway. God, I'm so funny. How does it feel to know somebody this funny, Star? I think that's what you have to ask yourself. Oh, God. God, so funny. Right there, and then here, and then a boop boop, yeah, boop boop, and then a boop. Perfect. Look at this little angel, and then he's got some back flag who go here, and go boom boom, and then Stomper. Look at that. Look at my boy. We're gonna give a light color to all of these guys, but we definitely got to start with Joltik because, like, look at this little angel. Oh wait, these have little lights in them. I didn't notice that. Will I give the most attention to my son when coloring? Yes, I will. And no one can stop me. That's my favorite thing. Do y'all have a favorite Pokemon, or is it just me? Because I feel like Star has Buizel, right? That's your stupid guy. I just hate his fuck ass life jacket. Is that crazy? Give him the joy. Actually, hang on. How comically large can we make this? We're gonna add the wrap that he did nicely by himself. Thank you very much. Hang on. Yep, Weasel. Weasel looks better than Floatzel. Yeah, Floatzel looks like a fuck-ass moron, though. I've seen you with both, right? You got that one art that had both. Out of all the otters, Oshawott has got to be my favorite for the same reason that I like Klefki, is because just like that's a sentient pile of bricks you have there. Absol? Absol is good. Were you saying Burmy for thing to smoke, or were you saying Burmy for your guy? I didn't know you like Burmy. Otter like Squeezel makes sense. Yeah, that makes the most sense, I'd say. Absol just, I remember though, he looked so cool. And then you saw, it's like, who's that Pokemon? I'm like, I don't know, man. Wooper? Oh, I love a good Wooper. He just 2 circles. Hang on. I'll come back to this. Well, that's basically a Wooper. I'm just having fun doodling with y'all. It's just a good time so far. Let's get rid of this guy. So let's oops, whoops, that's the wrong one. Hi Tyrant, how are you doing? Do you know Pokemon, Tyrant? Or are you fucking, were you born before Pokemon? Back in the land before time era. Bwomp. Pooper scooper? That's so mean to Wooper. Honestly, I autocorrected, but I know it exists. It's kind of, that's fair. Yeah, I don't know what they were doing in the 1800s, but they probably had better things than Pokemon. Were you hooping sticking? Let's just get my boy. You're just like all yellow, and it was all yellow. We'll get the blue one after. Don't worry. I know you were worried, so I just had to alleviate the fears that you had. I liked Burmy a little bit. I think the Punkaboo kind of outdid him. Hello, Blamey. How are you doing? Clodsire was nice. Fucking Orb Boy? Yeah, I liked we were collecting tulip stems. What? Is that a drug reference? I didn't know. Black Tower was born for electricity was discovered probably. I'd imagine. That sounds right. Gambling. We do love fake gambling here. Is this Tyrant? Oh, it's Blamey. Okay, 3 greens into 2 blues. Y'all, statistically, mathematically, need to keep gambling so you do better. That's just the rules. I didn't make them up. That's just how math works. We do drugs too, but Tula was a flower. I know it's a flower. I assumed it was also a drug reference somewhere in there. Like, if you said like, all right, we also would pick poppies, I was like, oh yeah, poppies. That makes sense for you. Empty head, no thoughts. Pokemon are the best. I know. That's why I like Play Coco. Wooloo's up there is like stupid little idiot who doesn't know things. I like the type null gimmick. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? See, Star's a bit of a Pokemon head, so a lot of my questions kind of get answered by them. I'd say they're cool, but I don't want to make their head any bigger than it already is. Wink, hee hee hee. And then let's here. It's almost 2 blue. Hello, son. It is an artificial Pokemon. Poppers. I barely see. Poppy's so much closer to drug reference. Like, come on, Alan, new history. Did you know Poppers? Wait, is that what Poppers are based off of? I didn't know that. Huh. Neat. Little guy. Wait, I can't forget your toes. Sorry, friend. Hang on, let me... Beautiful. Look at him, my baby boy. Let me just hold items. Change its type. What? Kojimbo reference. I still don't know what's happening. Is type null actually a thing? Hang on. Or you mean like... Oh! Wait, why does it have a helmet in one of these, not in the other? Is it supposed to have a helmet? Oh, wait. It's a chimera. Oh! That's cute. In kind of a weird way. Evolve into... Brother, you can't expect me to know this. I didn't know what type null was. I don't know the other guy. Oh, he gets his helmet off. Got it. I think if I evolved and all that happened was I got a little taller and I got to take my hat off, I think I would lose it. Which is why I feel bad for Scrappy. Was that a no to Burmy then? Is Burmy not your guy? Or were you just referencing smoking a Burmy? Which I feel like would be an in-universe reference. Let's draw our little Whooper real quick before we figure out what stars is actually, if it is. Why does the new guy look so... Wait, was it grapes? It must have been grapes. Hang on. Grapes, were you Whooper? Did you like the new one or the OG? Draws the toes. Oh, Kojima. Yep, I'm stupid. We got there. Looks like Chad has the brain cell now. Yeah, it's kind of like a back and forth. Both are good. Okay. Let's do OG Whooper then. I like the little O face he make. wait, this one might be great. Which one do I want more? There's one where he has this stupid ass smile on his face, and there's one where he's got the little O mouth. He's go, oh. I don't know what I like more. His head is definitely an egg shape, though. I hope he's okay. Because I wouldn't be if my head looked like this. Like, this is like go to a doctor immediately kind of guy. Also, chat, I'm so sad. I was gonna go hiking tomorrow, and then it snowed a little bit, and everything's wet, and a lot of things have ice on them, and I could go out tomorrow, but it would be like pretty fuck-ass cold, and then also I would probably slip, which is more of my actual concern with where I go, which makes me very sad. So we'll see if I actually go out tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll just stay inside and do yoga or something. I think I have to, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh yeah, your eyes are so small, friend. What happened? And then you got little beady. They're pretty far apart. I can't. I think I made his head too big. I think his head's more like this. Hang on, we can fix this. Don't worry. Lasso tool to the rescue. I guess I would also be able to there's like a squish function, but I kind of can just like move them physically. I don't think I need to. Maybe I do. Hang on, where's skew? Maybe it's just stored. I don't know. That's better. That's a little better. The Pokemon do any job very well, Ramby. I like your pun. I guess if you slip, you'll do a whooper. Even getting a cold snap in Florida this week, cold for all. Yeah, I know. Florida is really weird because it's just like so humid there that I think the rest of its situation is just like so much more warped than you would think it would be. We need to figure out this whooper body. Hang on. I think it's like a vase shape. Yeah, it's close enough. He's got the Wi-Fi symbol on his tummy. Which, like, that's good he's got service out here. Oh yeah, you don't have arms, do you, friend? Thank you for the head pats. That is too big of a tail you got there. Hi, Zyko, how are you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by. That is not his tail. I keep trying like a beaver tail, and that's not... Oh, it's coming lower in his ass. Hang on. Like that, yeah. That was good enough. How are you doing there? What is 2 inches that I'm seeing? A star? 2 inches. Okay, thank God. I was like, are you trying to make a dirty joke here? Draw brown whooper. Duper. I guess I gotta give him his friend. Okay. Star, is that your pick for guy we'll draw for you? Brown whooper. Whooper 2, electric boogaloo. Actually, this might be silly. Hang on. Whoa! Sorry, every now and then I try to use my mouse and I forget I have a pen because I just don't. I don't do like any... Whoops. I'm so used to using both, having like a keyboard in front of me and using shortcuts or like... Wait, what? Wait. Oh, I see what I did. There we go. And now I can... Blomp, blomp. There we go. Now I have a little guy easier, because I can just refix him. And now he has his friend. Everyone's getting snow to the one place where snow should be, honestly, which is where I'm looking terrible. Don't worry, I ain't getting any snow. Do you ever get snow? It just should get really cold, right? I don't think you do. I was gonna pre-give up on having winches or get to the part when you don't. That's fair. I'm sorry, Psycho. I hope you would get a little bit of your enjoyment. I'm not a very big Grimace enjoyer, so I have a little cheap tree I bought for $3 on sale. That is like a subway foot long in height, made of like felt. It's kind of cute, but that's about it. Granted, there's rarely ever snow. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. I was like, I don't believe you have snow, but maybe. I can fix this. Let's change his mouth too, because he's got a... Oh my god, my guy's got like new everything. Hang on. Are these meant to be like crossbones or like what? Of course this is on here. Why wouldn't it be on here? Guys, I bought a haunted copy of Pokemon Blue at a yard sale. I went to Lavender Town and Gary had Pokemon 666. Sorry, Lavender Town thing came on and I was immediately like, this is hilarious. His mouth's more like actually circular. Hang on. God, if I found like creepypastas when I was younger that weren't like Squidward, S-Word, and like Jeff the Killer, like I would have been worse for sure. Hang on. What is with this mouth that I'm not understanding? Close enough.
You're not gonna hear the Spotify, right? I just want to make sure it's not too quiet. Not hugely important. I just don't want you to have to be in a void of my silence forever. Unless you want to be, which is fine. I'd let you. Spooky sire. We can color these guys, I guess. What are you, like a brown and like a purple? That's fine. You just talk. No, don't worry. These people live elsewhere. He's Tyrant. How do I say? Tyrant's stupid, but mostly harmless. He mostly memes. This was not real. Do not encourage other people to do that. Tyrant, spray bottles. Don't fake dogs. I don't want anyone to be encouraged by your behavior, young man. Such an old Yuletide enjoy. I love the decor, music, and aesthetic. See, the closest I get for like vibes is like. Actually, hang on. What if we did this just for like 10 seconds to prove a point? I forgot I could do that. He's back, don't worry. Especially old-timey Christmas. What about Thanksgiving? I think a lot of people, for a lot of reasons, don't Thanksgiving. Wait, he's back? Just don't Thanksgiving because it's become very linked with just like, you know, not super great history things, which like vibes. I get that it's kind of out of time, out of touch. Bummer. I hardly know. Thanksgiving. Yeah, I think it's just kind of that, which is like kind of unfortunate due to its situation existing, but like, yeah, I think a lot of people are ready to just hop to Christmas. I mean, also I don't know that a lot of people barring like the day give a shit. Like I don't like in comparison, I guess. I don't think a lot of people are going out of their ways to like get a cornucopia and fill it with like fake food, unless you're like grandma. Grandma does though. That was also necessarily cruel. That sent me to add. Did it actually? That's hilarious. Take all of my 10 seconds of ads. Was it 30 seconds? I am debating making it 3 just because I don't want people to randomly get ads, but also I just don't want people to get ads in general. Do it again. Blanco, for 10,000 points, I will do it. Couldn't care less for Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's kind of the vibe. So I think a lot of people are ready just to hop over to Crimbo, which to me makes sense. I mean, Crimbo's got its own situation, like, you know. Is this RuneScape? Hang on. No, this is Pokemon. I was like, what is happening? We'll probably listen to it in a bit, just on the end. 30. Okay, that's not too bad. You can live with that. Bet. But I don't know. I feel like for me, Christmas is like, as soon as I hear Michael Bublé go like chestnuts roasting on an open fire, I'm like, we're here. RuneScape, go after it. I grew up in the Northland, so this part of the year always hits. Yeah, Northland. Is that a region? And I'm stupid, or are you just saying north, like Northern Hemisphere? I grew up in, and this doesn't matter because I don't live at either place anymore. But I grew up in Alabama, so we had like 0 holiday festivity stuff. Honestly, well, that's not true entirely. We had holiday stuff, but it was a lot like church stuff. And then I think by the time Thanksgiving rolled around, it was also that. But like, I was not really used to snowy Christmas ever, so I got used to just not having it be a thing, which is like completely fair. Like, not everyone gets to have it. So when I came to Montana about like 12 years into existing, we moved there in like springtime, and I think the second day we were there, and we were still unpacking, it started snowing, and I was like, this place is beyond fucked. I have to leave. No, I wasn't that mad about it. It was more just like, what is happening? What is that? Where would I move to? And as a kid, you don't obviously have a choice. So I was like, this is probably fine. It wasn't. Um, but it was so weird to get used to that adjustment. Like we went out and got our own tree because of that kind of stuff. Look at the little guys. Luna didn't officially choose Mankey, so I'm not going to color it because I don't hold him accountable. I want you to be mine again, baby. I feel like it's the only way I know that Whooper is that stupid meme. Oh, I guess I need to draw his little mouth. It's pink too, isn't it? Like Fetty Wap? Is that his name? I'm not good with names. There we go. Beautiful. Mariah Carey needs to go back into storage. Yeah, Mariah Carey's just like respectfully fucking up worse. I don't think I ever had snow. Yeah, that tracks. I was just formed out of nowhere. Where I am. Can't you go to like somewhere with snow via train in like 5 hours though? And that might be a stretch, honestly. And we listen to my favorite song, All I Want for Christmas Is You. I think what hurts me worse about Michael Bublé and like after hyping him up, he has a cover of Santa Baby that is called Santa Buddy, and it's so much worse. It sounds weird. That's just one of the favorite Xbox songs to play in the evening on Low Dim Light. I mean, we can play some restricted songs. They're just gonna be muted later. I'm fine if y'all. Wait, was I supposed to pick a favorite Pokemon? If you want to, I can doodle it. I don't mind. You don't have to do anything. I can't force you. You're a grown woman. I'm just here for vibes. Wait, is Spiritomb a more reasonable draw than Absol? I can draw Absol too, don't worry. We can put our gym on hold a little bit. I think it's Absol's fuck ass hair. Replace Mariah Carey with Cher. Mariah has made enough money. Yeah. God, Cher's also just such a talent. Like, Jesus, you know? I think you just listen to Mamma Mia and you're like, I love it here. You draw Absol with enough angst and edge though. I might have to draw my Black Butler beanie on it, but yes. Whoopers are cute. Thank you. There was this show called Big Time Rush. And I say that because I think most of us are too old for it. That I barely caught the fringes of on the way out of childhood stuff. Beautiful. I drew him. No. I got this. How do I make him egg Cheeto? Well, good news. It's basically Evil Fairy, but purple, aka Gengar. Well, I can do that. Your favorite's Gengar? Nerd. Damn, amazing. I'm not in Xmas mode yet. My rule is either after Thanksgiving or when everything's official snow in the winters, November, whenever, like, yeah. It's like a groundhog situation. That was a long time ago. A little bit. The ice skating boy band. Yeah. But they sang All I Want for Christmas Is You. And God, this is so long at this point. There was an animator called Sugar who did like a collab, basically an animation collab. And I don't know, it spoke to some part of me, and I was like, I want to do art when I get older. And I was like older, I was like 16 anyway. I wasn't like young. But I just remember that and I was like, this is beautiful. I don't think I was actually 16. I don't know what age I was. I remember I was older than I was supposed to be. Whenever I say like I was X, like I'm always wrong. Like I've done that before and then thought about it later. I'm like, oh, I was 13. I wasn't 7. Like I'm always off. Here's our Tangela. Hang on, let me write this down in here. Yeah, I can draw a Tangela. I might make it marinated, but so Absol, Gengar. What do you mean? You're surprised you're a nerd, Luna? Are you just figuring this out? I'm sorry to tell you. Tangela. Honestly, this has gone much better than I expected. I thought my brain would run out of juice like a minute in. It's just been so long since I've drawn like anything, you know, that I thought it would be thought it would be different. Also, let me move this so I can give more of you. There we go, the whole portrait. Although we might zoom in and ruin it anyway, so sorry, Whoopers.
Nah, you still got it. I at the very least can do this. Wait, Absol gets wings? That's so edgy. Have you seen this? Have you seen this, Captain? Do you want that one? It looks edgier. Is that his Mega? It is its Mega. Why is that one lewd? I have questions. We might start with Gengar. Well, Captain has revelations. Ow, why? Also, K-Bonku, why was that somewhere else? Uncalled for. Draw thing. No. Well, now I'm super not gonna do it immediately. Where is him sitting on the bench that I know and love? I like that version of him. Gengar sits. this Mega Absol, yeah, they come Mega edgy. See, that's what I was thinking. I was like, this feels appropriate. I guess we have to draw stairs with him, which is the downside, but this feels correct. Oh yeah, he's got hair, doesn't he? I kind of forgot they have hair. Or spikes, at the very least. He's just kind of got a smiley face, little... I think it's thinner, but that's basically right. There we go. I may be cringe, but I am free. Give it a spaghetti. I will draw a Tangela, but they will be linguine with a red sauce and a little bit of Italian seasoning on top. Also, Tyra, check out the Mega Absol. Notice the resemblance with a certain Genshin character. What? I don't know what's up with Edgy. I just think it's so cringe. Hello, free. I'm Tyrant. They got your ass. They got your ass. How do you feel about that? Normally, you get there. You get them, but alas. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, my little palm was a little sweaty and therefore made it move everything, because of course it did. There we go. I do love the ability just to move shit whenever I want. I don't know, something about this Gengar just looks so silly to my brain, and I kind of love it. Just a little guy. I just like this one a lot. He's just kind of silly, and I like him. It's my favorite version of Gengar. It's like Gengar sitting on chair. I don't know how else to, or on stair. It's so funny. He looks like... Oh, wait, I see it now. Yeah, that's... Berlishino? You've described nobody. They all look like some little guys ready to cry. That's fair. There's just this one that lives in my head, used in all the memes, but he's just sitting on a little thing of chairs, or a little thing of stairs, and he just looks so, like, he just looks like a little defeated about it. I don't know how else to describe him. Whoops, that's on little guys. That should be on color.
I've realized what I've done wrong. Also, it's too bright from my liking. There we go. And then he's got little red eyes that are evil. But also, he's a little shit, so kind of fits. I don't know, there's something about him that just looks so bored here that's so funny to me. Because otherwise he's just like meant to be such a menace to society. He's just like, I guess I'll wait. He's just like he's a little goober, you know? And that's okay. You're allowed to be a little goober. Arlatio is absolutely one of my favorite characters. She certainly looks the cool. I mean, look, I'm already like kind of loose on drawing Pokemon. I don't believe I would ever be able to draw a Genshin character, especially because those fuckers are like oops all costume. Respectfully. There you go. Now you have your little friend there, Luna. Beautiful. Do I want to make Tyrant happy? Calico is the Genshin whose entire thing is being 14 years old, discovering ever since she's in her 20s and has kids. Rough. Thank you for your claps, Luna. I appreciate it. But evidently, I have a thing for red-themed deadly cold women characters platonically, though, because I am a boy kisser. I mean, you can be a boy kisser and still have appreciation for... Look, when I go into a museum and I see a figure cast in marble, I can still go, wow, that looks really nice. I can appreciate the art behind it. Not wrong. She also doesn't use the emo cut anymore, so there's that. I guess... Okay, so here's my thought. I think... I have less faith that the boss isn't going to kill Tyrant by the time this is done, so I feel like I'm going to start with Tangela instead of the other one. Oh yeah, you have Kirby shoes too, don't you? What a weird guy. Still spiked, man. Alright. Let me add him. What does this little monster look like? This is going to be a very loose Tangela. I hope you know that. I want to get their middle down, and whoops, that's white. And then we can work on the noodles. I think that's how it has to be, because otherwise I don't know that the rest of it's going to make sense to my brain, because the rest of it's just pasta. I don't like how it has, like, a foot in one side. I don't like what that implies for the rest of its body. That needs to be slightly closer together, but otherwise super great. I mean, I could make it bigger body, but I don't think that's better for me when I'm already having to deal with, like, pasta the body. So, there we go. Okay. You got little freaky eyes. What is he looking at, you think? You don't have any mouth, do you? Okay. Pasta. Feel like this is the best I can do with what I got. I'm not adept at drawing a pasta man. There's so much, like, of him that just goes everywhere is the biggest issue I'm having here. Like... I think a lot of this just has to be implied. You know? In the goopy shape of it all. think it's about as close as we're getting to our little pasta lad. Tangela, let's go! Stressing crumple up shoelace. God. Arkelio has the coolest cutscene in the game so far. Is it cool? In a Genshin game? That doesn't sound right. Alright, let's do his little colors and let's get Tyrant to bed. This was my main concern. I was pretty sure Grandpa was losing his internet time at the old folks' home. So we just had to be sure. He's got the Masonic shoes. And then he's got the little shadowy face, so... kind of like a little bandit mask, honestly. Beautiful. I reached about nurse with the Gyat. Shut the fuck up. Go to bed. Go to bed, Grandpa. Here's your little guy. This is the best you're getting because you've ordered a side of pasta and I've given you a Pokemon. You can put him with your other crime lads. See, when he's that small, you can basically already tell what he is. Grandpa just got go to bed, please. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. That's too damn bad. She was throwing it in a panel. I see we've seen the same brain rot. That's unfortunate. Now Absol. Whoops, that's ABP. Nope, that's wrong. But Mega with wings. Okay, this is maybe the hardest one. Okay, so I guess we start here and then we can model everything else off of it, and then that's probably fine. It's like how I drew fire. Oh, I see. This makes more sense now. I understand what I'm doing. Well, with that part, don't worry about the rest. Mega Absolute Power, Max Edge and Max Angel. You can make sure that and Scary and Gary, he just ain't any other Tangle. That's motherfucking Gary right there. Is this misquoting a Brian David Gilbert bit? I can't tell. I thought the answer was no, and now I can't be sure. Thank you for sticking by. Yes, I am. Okay, but you're misquoting it intentionally. Yes. I'm an angel with a shotgun. Bam until my power's done. This is my OC. Do not steal, please. Of course, we'll make sure we have Tangela called Gary. Okay, as long as okay. I just want to make sure. I've definitely seen some, like, very poorly edited, Naruto AMVs to this, though, for sure. Oopsies. I think that might have been enough bang, but like more bang. There we go. And then we're doing great with this Absol. Yeah, that's Absol, I think, is where my wall is as far as it comes to detail. But we're doing it. We're having a good time. So who's even to say, you know? Oh my god.
God, this motherfucker must have been terrible to animate. No wonder he never shows up. I feel nauseous from rolling my eyes at the edginess of it all. You're gonna be fine. Yes, look at the hair. I can feel the edge. I can feel the edginess already. Its body is like here, and then okay, and then its ass is here. Hang on, its ass might be smaller than I think. Okay, we're doing it. Jesus, fuck, these are some large stompers. That's not the right size. I've made the stompers. You know what? Stompers, right size. I don't care what they say. I don't care who the IRS sends. I'm not paying my taxes. And then... Oh, this has gotten worse than I intended. Alas, we are here. Got this. We're almost there. We're almost across the finish line. I feel like if you saw it, you'd know what it was supposed to be, so I feel like we're basically there. Is this supposed to be like a sphinx? I never thought about it until now. Is this supposed to be like a sphinx type thing? I feel like it has an almost human face, and like they really loved almost human faces way back when. There we go. And then... No, its other foot is just so far up. Oh, I need to make this shorter. We can fix this. We can fix this. We can fix this. There we go. Beautiful. And now we need its little tail. Okay. Okay. I see nothing wrong with this. Okay, then we need is... Maybe this is like a demon, specifically? Hang on, this is larger. There we go. It's like a little axe scythe. Should be sticks. Not too sure what animal's going for. Yeah, I don't understand what it was supposed to be based off, barring the angel itself. And it has part of the wing showing through here, like the... Beautiful. Chimera, maybe? I'm not too sure. It's all white, so I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do here. I guess the good news is I didn't use white on the palette. I just turned it to like a gray. So if we just crank this up from 60 to like a hundo, we should be fine. It's just like all white though. Hang on. It looks worse than I thought. Hang on. Maybe we do lower it down to 70 and then like this and then... You know what? That looks slightly better, but not like world. So I think we'll keep it like this and then just accept fate. Dark blue. I guess we keep the opacity down more and then... I don't know what this is supposed to be, that little middle horn. At all. Little stompies are blue, similar to my Joltik, my baby, my angel.
And I think we're basically... Oh yeah, its face is blue. I see. I see. And then the finishing touches to make it extra edgy. I did my best I could for you. Beautiful. Mega Absol. Yeah, that white, black, red palette is simply peak. It's pretty good. The face is oddly close to human, but not much base form. General shape seems to be herbivore, but don't really know animal. Lit Absol, lit Absol. Yeah, I thought that's why I thought it was supposed to be a sphinx, because sphinxes are supposed to have human faces, right? So I kind of thought that was the vibe that they were going for a little bit. Get shrunk. Your boy has so many details though, so he's got to go somewhere else. There we go. If he was too lit, they'd burn the whole house down, so you got to be careful with that little guy. Wunderbar. Shout out to Pathologic for breaking my brain to pronounce Chimera. Chimera? Hid behind the cat. It's behind me, I'm sorry. I'm just a little baby. If it makes you feel better, a lot of things are going to be behind me. I think that was all the base ones that I remember hearing. I think the idea time. I like this a lot. I think if we just had like stand here though, we might be able to mimic it with like 3 of them. I don't know if this makes perfect sense, but and the Captain Kirk table. Sphinx should have a lion body, but I guess it could be part of an inspiration. I should look it up sometime because now I'm curious. I think it's supposed to have a lion body, a human... Wait. Yeah, a lion body, a human face, and then wings of an eagle? Is that correct? No. Eagle or chimera? What is Sphinx wing supposed to be? I don't know. Rouse Mega Absol was mega edgy and mega nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So my thought is that this is where we stand, right? And we have the knobs. As if we were in a little mecha pilot suit. Here's the little things you hold with your hands. Sphinx or Hippogriff. Yeah. All I can think of Hippogriff is Feldegriff, and my brain just does not associate that with Absol. But yes. Thank you, Star. See, Star knows a lot of things about Pokemon, I think. I don't think they're nerdy enough to be like, yeah, I know all the types, behavior types and all the number stats, but I think they're pretty smart about it. Womp womp. Guys, what happened to Double Blue? I thought you were going to get something finally. Things should be general bird wings. Yeah, I think maybe. I assumed it would have to do with raw, if I'm going to be honest with you, but... Pooty pooty booty. Also, Zyko, are you purple? Weren't you another color? Like... Did I miss this? Have you always been purple? There's no way you've always been purple. You were like red, right? Blew it. I do like the emergency panel button thing, like... I didn't make colors. Ah, I see. Sphinx is the body of the lion, head of a man. Yeah, but what about the wings? Because normally they have wings. I guess not all of them have wings. I guess some of them are portrayed with wings. I was hot pink, but I want to be purple. I see. Nope. No wings on those sphinxes? Magic, what have you done to me? You made them flyers. All of them. Purple actually matches this deck. Ah, the Gothic house, I see. As master of the game that I made the fool of you furls. His wings accost the fate. What? Is this like a riddle? Gambling. Tyrant, can you bring us home, please? Okay, blue time. You didn't blow it. That's good. Like a little Joy-Con, maybe like a few, or joystick, maybe like a few buttons. What else are on these? Like sliders, maybe? Ow. Why? I didn't deserve this. I think for these, we'd probably have like gauges, like so full of red. This have like mostly just don't want to like have to distract the trainer unless I need to, you know? Does that make sense? Like that kind of thing. Take your hand off the button. Blind does not care what the dog says. Wow. Bring it here, of all things. I think that meme's kind of dead, too. You might be late on it. What other things are in mech suits? We're gonna make my name black, but it pisses literally off when he says dark mode meme clue, so I abstain. It makes sense. Lion body equal wing. Yeah, I said that. I said that. Hang on. Sphinx portrayal with wings. Oh, is it just Greek? Oh, it was Greek. It was Greekan. It wasn't, or Greco? Grecan? Grecian? Yes. But OG Sphinx did not, I say. But like, Egyptian, African. Okay, so the idea is, actually, let me double check something. What does it inside of a mech suit look like? Hang on. Inside mech suit. Anime interior. Ooh, like a chair? Oh, like a super cozy chair? Sponsored stream. Oh, they have screens and shit, right? I could see that. Where would we fit a screen, though? That doesn't distract the trainer too much. Maybe it has, like, their vitals on, like... of, like, how your Pokemon's doing here. Like, you might have to have, like, a Fitbit for the Mon, but, like, I could see that. Pink with Wings is Greek, also woman. Whammon. Obviously... not a chicken star. 4161 to be blood calculate. What is this? I usually vibe. Maybe I just time you out again. Weren't you supposed to be asleep, old man? But like we have a little Mon in here. Who's the little guy? Actually, let's put Dreidel in here. He hasn't got a lot of love. And then like HP gauge is like here. Oh, it could be like a reference to the games of like this. Oh, I like that. I like that. Punished for supporting streamers, you were good. That could be cute, you know, just have a little like, you know. I think that's fun. I like that a lot. Just so they could peek over and see the exacts of how it's going on, of how many Pokeballs. Maybe have one with this, with like... what would that be? What else is on like Pokemon screens? The fuck up vibes to stop speaking fucking gibberish and speak romantic languages. I can't tell if he's trying. Anime, mech suit, interior, avoid. What is the weird one where they have sex in the mech suits? I hate that one. So not that one. What's in here? They have the gamer chair. I kind of want the gamer chair. Oh, they have the caution signs and stuff. That could be cute. Diva from Overwatch. No. cockpit, maybe? That's what I'm looking for. Oh, they have like the little icy. Yeah, they have like a radar. I don't really think I'd want that. They have knobs. I feel like I could have knobs. Sex and Mexes is inside of Mex or with the Mex? Inside the Mex. It was a bad anime that like only got worse. Like however bad you think that pitch is initially, like it just was worse. Like even if you liked the show and like got past that part somehow, like it was bad. It was just a bad time. I guess we could have knobs. Cockpit's what? Cockpit's a lot of fun. Maybe like a release switch here. That could be like turn, just so we can have aesthetics things. That would make sense. Twiz, I don't know where all the memes are, you know. The explains such bitch ass down, but 67 and is already months old. Yeah, that's fair. We're gonna be on this guy then. Maybe we just have like, you can have like your inventory, but like I don't know how that would work. I do like the idea of having a gamer chair, just like with like huge chair kind of vibe, you know what I mean? Like, so you feel like a real gamer, and then have the big arm things. Well, we won't do this one for the sake of, you know. But like Joy-Con or whatever, and then you have like an overhead visor like that. I think that's pretty good. Oh, the Cut Girl show. Yeah, it sounds right. I don't fucking know, man. There's like a pink-haired girl and she's a dinosaur or something. I don't fucking remember, dude. It's been like 4 years, I think. Jingle jingle. Hello, Ezio. How are you doing? Don't mind the random scattering of stuff. Thank you for the keys. And I'll be self-banished and shame after showing possessed knowledge. My second acknowledge the mistakes made is Darling in the Franks. Oh! Yeah, that'll do it. Hi, hi! Ohayo gozaimasu. It's doodling time. We're making our own Pokemon gym and doodling some people's Pokemon they like. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I'm currently designing like the little battlefield area. But there's that, which I think is cute. Problem with the young and you always worried about the keys jingle and you should be worried about the keys to succeed. Joke's on you, old man. I don't have a license to drive. I'm doing good currently. Hell yeah. Now watch as the OG demonstrates what winning looks like. If you don't get any prize, I'm going to time you out again for fun. Fuck. I thought it was one. Get out of here, you motherfucker. Bam! That's what you get for your cockiness. There's a mega edgy Absol behind the good. Yeah. He's a real tiny and he's smoking a cigarette. Agile, I'm gonna cry again. That's your punishment for talking big. Yeah, supper. I'm gonna cry, he's so cute. I love the little guy. Okay, also, I do have Alu 1.0's gamble animation, and I might have to talk to the animator, because I didn't clarify that I didn't want a curtain behind me, so it takes up the whole screen. So I'm not really sure how I want to do this in the future. It looks kind of cute. I have thoughts, but their sex is diabolical. I won't forget that. Good. I hope not. Maybe it'll be better at gambling next time. Animator, I barely know her. Maybe like, just for now, we can have that be the screen, you know. But I'm thinking, you know how normally it's like, you're in a gym that's like a rock type and you have the whole arena, right? So imagine this is it, and like, that's like the halfway point or whatever, here. They have that thing. My thought is having like little micro stuff that people can hop on. Being little... I don't know if we can synthesize buildings yet in Pokemon. Because don't we do that with the arenas? But like have it be like a little town situation. Like we have like streets and stuff going places that are wrecked and ruined. And like I don't think we'd have real smoke, but maybe we could have like a smoke machine and like God, it's been so long since I've tried drawing fire. Jesus. Yeah, that's something like this. But like times a few. But like just fire along the sides maybe. Just to be like imitating what a real thing looks like. Be there no time. Oh, there will be no next time. Oh, you're gonna win next time? I see. Banned afterward for 1 second. You're gonna get another ad. I'm sure there's a smoke Pokemon or something. Yeah, but I've already got the full 6 lineup. You mean like coughing? Or like, because I can learn smokescreen. I think the moth is a fire type. It almost certainly can. I think Gibble might be able to. I'm not sure about that one though. Also, since we run to House Moving Castle, and I don't hate that movie. I just don't love that movie. I'm gonna make you all listen to Michael Bublé. No complaints. Suffer. House Moving Castle or Castle Moving. I think this is a pun. I don't think this is a question. My last 100 ad blocks. Get a better ad blocker, frankly. But I think we can have stuff like this. That would be cute. And then we just have more like fakes, like skyscrapers as like cover almost.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
I said Alu Bucks. Oh yeah, I need to draw something for that too. I was debating just making it like a little fishy guy, since I kind of already have that. Of like, you know, a little fish buck. Or like, I don't super know what else cats have, but we could do like that, like cat bucks, and have it be like paws. So I was gonna do that soon. I just didn't know what I wanted. I mean, we have sub badges. They're like little mice, and I'm gonna have them like increasing in size. I do want a mouse sidekick to have a Ratatouille situation going on. I just would Moodle? Moodle's what he's called currently because of Captain. But I think something like this would be great. I just don't super. Gotta be pawns instead of pounds. We'll give you a knuckle sandwich of these pounds. Maybe. Ruples, pounds, yen, dollars. Euros? What else we got? Was there a cap pun to be made that I'm not thinking of? Notes? No, because others don't really do notes. Catch? Like that? That might be too on the nose. I might have to think of something else, like mouse money or something like that, and have it be like with the Moodle in the middle, like that, like a mouse bucks, like mouse monies. You know what else is fishy? Shout out Motherly. My fish that I'm gonna get smacked with? Did I answer right? Just took it anything. You've been so bad at gambling is the thing. Like unbelievably bad at gambling. Wait, are you gambling again right now? Hang on. I play up. Okay, you got better. I won't ban you for that. As long as you don't lose your points, I don't mind banning you for fakesies. I just would feel bad if I did and you actually lost something. We'll go back to fake music. Alas. It's Jover down to 0. Oh, I'm probably gonna refund people after stream today. I like people gambling. I like that it's fun for them, but I also don't want them to be at $0. I do like you being here, but I don't think I stream enough to really allow y'all to get it in the way some people can if you lurk. Like some people, I love some people. How the fuck do you stream for like 6 hours? Like, that's like I get to 5 and then I start really feeling it. Like I feel it at usually like 3 or 4, honestly, but some people stream for like 6 or 7 hours, like consistently, and I'm like, motherfucker, what? Do you not eat? Like, what is the plan here? You do? Because I like people having fun and I like banning you specifically. Hyper focus. Huh? Oh, for the streaming? Yeah. And there's morons like Star who stream till midnight. Springlebur. I guess Springlebur. There's very specific games that I Ezu's gambling. A winner! A winner in our midst! They said it couldn't be done. Ezu, would you like a little guy? Would you like a little stuffed animal since you won a prize? Also, if you have a little friend you'd like to see drawn poorly, feel free to give him to me and I will do my best to do that. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Life is a fuck, life is a fuck. Let me read off your prize possibilities, and then I will also draw a little guy if you want. So we have a bat, a bear, a bunny, a cat, a dog, a duck, a fox, a frog, a platypus, and I think I know what you're choosing, but a raccoon. All could be yours. Let me know what you would like, and we'll get you that on screen to be your little on-screen avatar until stream is over. But I think this is kind of the vibe. Give me a raccoon. Hell yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure we know the answer to this. Life is unfair. I've gambled all my Good. I hope so. We could have like some of the designs be like little helipads or like, I guess it's Pokemon World. So we could like, hang on. I don't really know what a Poke Center looks like, but like, something like this, maybe. You know, can you draw Leafeon? I can try. I mean, you see the other guys, expect this amount of quality, and then you're super solid. In Shambles doesn't cut it. Just, all the edges cut me to ribbons. No, this is why I hit the Absol. This is why I hit the Absol, so you couldn't gamer too hard. But I think something like this is like super right where I want it to be. I think one of them would be a cup holder, just so the trainer could have some fun. But I would just want it to be like a fun experience. You know, when you come in, they're like, the alarms go off, the sirens are like, how do I show this? Like wheel, the city is under attack, and you like get like escalated over to your station. You know what I mean? Like, pew! And then who's up edging the ribbon? What? Live? But that kind of stuff, and then they're like, "What's happening?" And they're like, "You're challenging the person," and then you know, them. I haven't really thought about how you'd have bonus people in the gym, but I think real gyms don't really have that in the show, right? They just have the guy. Dementia is kicking for Grandpa. I think maybe the idea of having these guys and then having their evolved forms later could be like, if this is your first gym, you know, you don't really deal with them, but if you deal with them afterward, this is Gargantula, this is the Big Moth, this is Garchomp instead of Gibble, this is, I don't know what this guy turns into, but I don't like him. You know what I mean? Like, I think that could be cute. And I think Snob would be the same. I just like Snob. I need to figure out how to fit in my little guy, you know? Let's try that Leafeon though. I think that's just very cute though. And then like, once again, you save the city, you get the little key to the city. That's fun. Give me 2 mementos. What, look up a little... Excuse me. Leafeon. Oh, I got this. This has got to be easier than Absol. Just gotta be. Mathematically. Pokeview. I don't know what Pokeview is, but let's do it. Okay. They got big ol' ears. And then oh, is that like a scythe? Hang on. What is this? Hang on. I'm making it too long. It needs to be like that. Yeah, perfect. I think this is good. Can't see. It's got a weird looking face, though. I'm just realizing. I guess they all do, huh? That's what happens when you're all siblings. Yeah, that. And then he's got a little nose. And then... kind of giving me dog vibes, honestly. Like that, I think we'll just do to save ourselves a little strain. And then... actually, no, we can't. We'll revisit the eyes. I think they're more like up here, though. And then... I guess it does kind of have a cat body, huh? Don't mind it stepping on the battlefield, that's fine. I'm having doubts about its body. Like that, and then... boy, howdy, this leaf is... give me a time, huh? I didn't realize its tail was so scrumbly. Like that? Hang on. We can do his tail better. What is this? So it starts huge. And then... okay. Honestly, I think that's the best we're gonna get. Okay. I for sure made its neck too long. Hang on. Don't grab Joltik, please. There we go. That's like that I can function with. Hang on. God, I've doomed myself with this room situation. What if we just get rid of this? And then we have more room for Leafeon. Beautiful. Okay. Hello? Oh, no! Hang on. Chopper 2 will get up there. And then... perfect. Okay. I guess it's kind of like a cat more than I thought too. This is a weird critter that I haven't really thought about in depth because, you know, it's not my guy. Oh, whoops. I see what's happening. Womp. Womp. Okay, there we go. So that's behind it, and then this is here in front of it. Little nubby paws. It's got little shoes on, basically. I like it. That's behind it. It's got this coming in. body's just large too. Hang on. Like this? Yeah, and then that looks close to me. And then it has little spikies. I thought its spikies were different looking, but I guess not. I think maybe the siding will throw me off here. And then some of its appendages have spikies, so we'll add a few of them. Yeah, I think that's good. Well, that's good as we're gonna get. Oh, thank you so much, Captain. Sorry about that. I've been in the zone. Okay, so its main body is kind of yellow, and then its feet are brown. So let's get this going. I'm just gonna tan, actually. I don't... Then we have our green, which goes on the top of the ears. His whole nub. Perfect. And then beautiful. And then its eyes are brown too? Yes. Well, they're kind of like amberish. We'll see if we can cover that. I think its dome piece is also a little brown. Oh, its ears. Whoops. There we go. I think that does it for that guy. We can make his nose brown. What am I saying? What am I saying? We can make his nose brown. I think we can move him a little bit. I think this cockpit can go, but I like the idea of having it be over there, so we'll see. Whoops. Oh, sorry, I always forget to do this. There we go. Perfect. Well, what if we... I don't want him on top of the Mankey. There's good. I'm loving it here. I think this might be where Alu calls it for now. I think I did a great job today, and I think I got what I wanted done to be done. So we're gonna go say hi to somebody right now. Let's just go to Gray. They're nice. They were dressed as a pumpkaboo for Halloween, so they gotta like Pokemon. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Here's my raid message if you'd like to use it. If you do stay, please be nice. I appreciate that so much, just because it reflects on me as a person. But I'd like to do this again later. I've had a really fun time doing this. Joltik is the other favorites. Damn right it does. I love Joltik though. But thank you all so much for coming. I had a really fun time. I really got to do exactly what I wanted. And had in mind, plus a lot of more little bonus things because y'all gave your little input of what your characters you wanted. We might do this again of different drawing time, but I think Pokemon just has a little special place in my heart. But thank you so much for coming, Blanco, Star, Ezu, Tyrant, even Tyrant, Luna, Blammy, Grapes, everybody. Thank you all so much. And we're gonna head out now. Goodbye! Goodbye!